Hey, want to walk you through how to do this library exploration activity. The goal is to learn how to find books. Yes, they still exist, books in the library, in the Miracosta library, not some other library, our library. So let's get into the activity and I'll walk you through it step by step. So the first thing you're going to do is go to the library exploration activity page that I set up as a Google Doc, and you're going to sign up for a topic. And you're going to notice there's about 40 topics in there. I'm going to go ahead and sign up for the Harlem Renaissance just because that's the kind of guy I am. And I'm going to show you how I would go about completing the assignment having chosen that topic. So I'm back in Blackboard. I've chosen my topic, Harlem Renaissance, so now I'm going to go to Miracosta's library page. Beautiful page. Want to point out this really cool option where you can reach out to a librarian and chat or email. Sometimes they're there even this late at night. I'm doing this almost at midnight. But if not, they get back to you as soon as they can. And so there's help out there. So I just wanted to point that out. But what we're going to do is a search for books. And when you search for books, you need to follow these links over here where they say books, ebooks, media. We're not interested in media. We're going to do books and ebooks. We're going to click on the library catalog. And we're going to do a search for our topic. Now, the tendency, and it's a reasonable way to do it, is to jump in and do a keyword search, and that's useful. And so if I do keyword Harlem Renaissance and then I click on everything, it's going to call up a bunch of topics related to the Harlem Renaissance. But you'll notice that not a lot of them necessarily use the phrase Harlem Renaissance. They're called up by different keyword criteria. So sometimes, and I think in general for this activity we're doing where we're searching for topics, I think it's better to do an alphabetical browse, which gets you into the specific language that you're interested in sort of as a topic. So now we see, I can click Harlem Renaissance, there's 53 books, but there's also these cool different subsets I could look at. So for example, I could click Harlem Renaissance Exhibitions, and there is a book called Rhapsody in Black, Art of the Harlem Renaissance. I love this book. I happen to have it. So let's do this one. So I'm going to make this my choice of a book. And so I'm going to click on the book, and I'm going to get my information that I need from here. Now, if you don't know how to do an MLA citation, if we go back to the instructions, there's a link to the library's page on how to do that. Now, I happen to know how to do that. That's why I get the big dollars to teach this course. And so I'm going to go ahead and walk you through how to do one. And then if your book is different than mine or the formatting isn't exactly right, you just go to that library MLA page and look up how to do it. Excuse me. So first thing, give your post a title. You're going to drive each other crazy this semester if you don't give your discussion forum posts and responses to each other unique titles. That RE thing is just nuts. So what you want to do is give your topic as your title. So I'm doing a book about the Harlem Renaissance. All right, so I've got my topic is my title, and now all I'm going to do is create an MLA work citation. So I'm going to bounce back and forth from the library webpage I found to here and write in my citation. Now, the way a citation happens to work is you do the last name and first name of the author first. So if we go back to our library page, where is he? There. Ooh, wrong one. Sorry about that. What? Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry. There it is. Powell Richard. So I'm going to go back to my thread. Got my thing open. I'm just going to type it in. Powell Richard, period. So last name, first name of author, then title of the book. Again, I don't have a great memory. I'm going to go back and look. Rhapsodies in Black, Art of the Harlem Renaissance. Now, I can tell you one of the problems with our library catalog, I don't know why it does this, it doesn't properly capitalize. You need to capitalize all the words in there except for the articles. So the correct way to do that is going to be Rhapsodies in Black, Art of the Harlem Renaissance. Now, when we do titles in MLA format of a book, we put the book or the painting or the album in italics. If it's a shorter work, like a song or a poem or a short story or an essay, we put that in quotes. But we're doing books. This whole assignment's about books, so it's easy. We're going to put it in italics. Excuse me. Now I need to get publishing information. So again, I go back, and where was it published? London, Hayward Gallery, Institute of Visual Arts, Berkeley, University of California Press, yada yada. I'm going to go with Berkeley, University of California Press. I could put all that information in, but really the Berkeley University of California Press is enough. So I'm going to put that publication information, and I'm going to put the year as well, 1997. So Berkeley University, of California Press, 1997. And then in MLA format now, we need to tell our readers the medium. And the medium here is print. It looks like I have a little misspelling in here. Yeah, I got an extra I in there. So let me get rid of that I. University of California Press. Blackboard spell check can be helpful, but it doesn't go away sometimes. Okay, so that's it. That is all I have to do for this assignment. I'm not doing any evaluating, description, or anything. I found a cool book. It's on the topic. It looks interesting to me. Boom, I'm putting it in here. However, there is one last task. And this is really important, and we had problems with this in our first discussion forum. People didn't pay attention to this requirement, and so it didn't get done. Or they didn't read the little lecture that explained how to do it. You need to make the title of the book a live link so that the reader can just click on that link and be taken right to that library page that you're looking at. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and this practice I want you to do all the time when you do links. We don't want to paste in HTML addresses as links. We want to make words in our post links so it's easy for reader to click on those words and go where we want her or him to go. So I'm going back to my library page, and you got to scroll down a little bit to see, oh yeah, you can see it there. Link to page. It's so sweet. The library provides the link for you. Woohoo! Here we go. It calls it up a little higher on the screen, so I got to bring it down so you can see it. And there it is, the permalink. Permalink means that is a stable link that you can use that people will be able to go to your material with. So now I go back to my thread. I'm sorry about this cough. And I select my title. And you may need to stop this or watch this over a few times. If you do, that's fine. I select the title. I like to put it in bold because it makes the link stand out, but you don't have to do that. And then I click on this link icon. If the link icon is not showing up for you in a forum, try a different browser. If Chrome doesn't have it, try Firefox. If Firefox doesn't have it, try Safari, whatever. Try different browsers until the link shows up for you. If that doesn't work, contact the help desk. But you should have a link button here. And this is really, really important how we do this. The first thing you do is you paste in the address as the link path. Okay. The second thing you do is you set it for open in a new window. This is vital. Open in a new window. Otherwise, the reader loses your post. If you leave it there, the reader loses your post. So you're going to open a new window, and then you're going to give it a title. And I'm going to call mine a book about the Harlem Renaissance. Or I could put the title of the book in there if I want to. And then you're going to see there's an insert button. You click insert, and boom, I've got a list. Boom, a list, a link. So let's see if it's right. I'm going to click submit. And let's click on my link and see if it works. See if it takes us where it's supposed to. Yeah! Woohoo! All right, so that is it. That is the assignment. I am done. I just got an A on this assignment. Piece of cake. Yeah. So if you need to, stop. Watch this video over a couple thousand times. You'll figure it out. This is the kind of move we want to be able to make, not only for our posts, but for our papers. Find stuff, document it, create links to it. This is the new way things work in the web world. And having this skill, this technical skill of being able to correctly format a link so the words in a text become a link is awesome. You can use it in your emails, in blogs, in websites, discussion forums, everywhere. It's a great professional academic skill to have. And learning how to find books in a library is a really important skill because that is the heart of being an academic or professional researcher. An academic or professional researcher goes beyond the quick web Google search. We're going to talk more about this later. But the point is, you're developing marketable skills that not only make you stronger in this class, but in the professional academic world outside the class. Yeah! See you in Blackboard!